Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Batgirl Annual Issue 1. And before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a couple updates. Of course, I have Comic Uno episode 186, and that show where I review all the comics I read this week in one show. The exclusive comics for that show are a description below, and the episode will be annotated. But let's start talking about Batgirl Annual Issue 1, a book I was really looking forward to see the dynamic duo of Supergirl and Batgirl, which we really have not seen in the New 52/DC Rebirth. This is really the first time they've teamed up, even though in the past we've seen them team up. But now in this kind of universe of DC, we haven't really seen these two interact with each other, so it was nice to see that. But this issue does have two stories. So the first story is what the cover shows. It's the Supergirl Batgirl team up, and then the second story is with Alyssa and Barbara and their friendship. So I'll talk about both, of course. So let's start out with the first story, which I really like the art style here. I love how playful it is, where we get to see, you know, Kara and Batgirl just sipping coffee together. We have Supergirl stealing one of the villains' crazy cowboy hat, and I just liked how playful it was. We have Supergirl giving Batgirl a wedgie in one of the scenes, which I thought was really fun and slash funny. Let me see if I could get that scene. Let's see, here it is. So yeah, I really enjoyed the artwork here. I thought it fit the tone of this playful team-up we've been seeing with Supergirl and Batgirl with this issue. So, what happens in this issue? What did I think about the story? So with this issue, we get to see Barbara kind of take this big sister role, where Supergirl asks, hey, I need help, but I don't really need your help. I just kind of need help. So Barbara in the end's like, alright, I'll help you out and try to help you with the Wayne Tech security. That's why she needs Barbara's help. So by the end, we find out that one of these captors actually can speak Kryptonian, and she uses this psychic blast on Kara. So the mission's not completely over, because we don't actually get that person. She runs off that person, and the mission is going to continue in Supergirl, actually, to find out why this girl wants to go into the Phantom Zone. Like, why would she want to do that? And obviously Kara doesn't want this girl to do that because she knows what it's like to be in the Phantom Zone. So I really enjoyed this issue. I thought this was a really good prelude to the Supergirl arc coming up, but the one thing is, I think this is a little too early to tell the story, because the next issue of Supergirl is a Superman Reborn aftermath issue, and then we're getting the Batgirl Supergirl team up. So it's going to be like 2 months until we get that. So are we going to forget about this issue by then? That's my only gripe about it, is that I feel like maybe it was too soon to tell the story. But overall, it was nice that they actually did tell some of the story in Batgirl. Now we get a different voice on the title compared to, I think only Steve Orlando will be doing the other crossover. So I thought it was nice to kind of get that tone. And like I said, it was just a ton of fun to see these two team up in general. And then the next story also has to do with friendship, and we get to see Alyssa and, like I said, Barbara hanging out again. I like the artwork overall. I think this is a similar artwork to what we usually see with Batgirl, even though I think the mouths could have used more detail. Some of the facial expressions in general could have used a little bit more detail in the story. But overall, I did like the art. Like I said, it's the most similar to what we're used to with the current Batgirl series. So I like this issue, though, because we get to see Alyssa and Barbara haven't really been able to hang out because of their own drama. And of course, Barbara has been Batgirl, and she hasn't had a lot of time to hang out with Alyssa, and she has all these excuses that she comes up with. But then Alyssa's kind of tired of the excuses, and she's like, I'm going to come with you to, you know, help you out on your paper, because she believes that she's getting help from a professor. But really, she's on a mission as Batgirl. And it's Barbara and Alyssa defeating Riot in the end of the issue, which I thought was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to see that. So overall, I liked it. I liked that had to do with Barbara out of her costume defeating this villain, showing that she could think on her feet, even not as Batgirl, you know, even when Alyssa is there. It's like, oh, I have to keep my secret identity, but it was cool to see that. And then Alyssa's like, when did you become a ninja? Like, when did that happen? So that whole scene was a lot of fun. And just the wall that Barbara gets put towards was interesting. So overall, both these stories have to do with friendship. They're both fun, and that's what you want with the annual. Either a story that actually does continue the plot, which the first story does, or a story that's just fun and you actually want to pay $4.99 for. And both those stories did that for me. So overall, I gave Batgirl Annual Issue 1 4.5 stars. I thought it was a really good annual, and this is exactly what annuals should do. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. I'll see you guys later. Bye.